Hey folks, welcome to Brotherland. I possess a slightly different perspective. I simply put on a new lens, but it is actually about something larger. That is why I am a bit further away at the moment. And I recently received something from Sendo just a couple of days ago. And they are presently planning or will soon release something new, which I am not permitted to discuss at this moment, but a couple of solar panels were also included as part of this package. And I possess the 210 watt flexible solar panels in my possession. They are not a secret because they are already available for pre-order on the Sendo homepage. And I will unpack these things today and we will take a closer look at them. The cost factor, which is present in the double sheet if you are able to see it down here, amounts to approximately €250 for one complete rotation. And they should essentially, considering that Sendo does not manufacture its own solar panels, essentially finalize and complete their balcony power plant offering, which is a crucial part of their overall product lineup. Don't be surprised, all these things delivered with a Euro pallet because it's a slightly bigger thing and apparently DHL doesn't deliver that. However, you are able to see it. We have that present in this place. And as I previously stated, we have a total of 2 solar panels situated here. And the special aspect about them is, of course, as you might already see, they are relatively light in weight. So these are not 20 kilograms or something similar to that, as you are accustomed to with the large solar panels. In all other cases, as you may also recognize, there is nothing situated on the back portion, but there is something present at this specific location on the front side of the object. So nothing with bifacial or something like that, but I think that's simply due to the material. Alternatively, you can observe multiple openings here to which you can securely attach the things in question. The connectors are positioned around the panels, and at the very bottom of the setup we still have 2 MC4 connectors that are not yet disconnected or removed. These are simply typical standard connectors that you are familiar with from solar panels, and as a result you can easily and conveniently connect it with. Perhaps only a few specifications. They ought to have the capability to reach a peak of 210 watts. In terms of voltage, we are currently operating at around 41 volts, and they have the capacity to handle a current of approximately 5 amperes. I only say this from the perspective that you can of course connect the devices in parallel, then you have your 420 watts there at about 40 volts and a maximum of 10 amperes. That's about the same as what my panels can do. Can they stand on the garage like that? Of course, you can also use the things to reinforce your existing solar panels. But of course, you always have to keep in mind when you do things, for example. If connected in parallel, then the lowest voltage that the panels can provide is always used for all panels. And now, for example, in my case, my panels have about 35 volts or 31 volts. That means they would not fully exploit their potential. You must of course take this into account when connecting solar panels that are not identical. However, yes, I will set it aside for the time being. Just like I mentioned earlier, the items are already light in weight. And we'll see what else is included in the scope of delivery, because there's still a little bit more to come down. So here is the second solar panel, and we still have some paperwork that needs to be completed and finalized here at this stage. Therefore, we currently possess a user manual at this particular location that we can safely set aside without any concerns or risks involved. Then we still have what should we do? These are extension cable, because the cables are naturally relatively short in this location, and that is an extremely crucial factor. Cable that connects panels in parallel with a 1:2 configuration. Let's see how lengthy they are. Yes, that's about right. I'd say it's around 2 meters. With my wingspan, it's approximately 180. Yes, the distance around the turn is approximately 180 to 2 meters. A set consists of 2 pieces, as I mentioned previously. They are primarily there for you to be able to connect the 2 panels in parallel and essentially connect them to your inverter. So then we have here, I have no idea what this is, stainless steel cable tie used for fastening and securing objects in various applications. Aha! It appears that the purpose is to secure the cables in some manner. Additionally, we also have 2 sets of that particular item here. Alright, and if I'm not mistaken, that would encompass the entirety of the delivery scope up until this present moment in time. As I mentioned, there is nothing else present. And my current plan is to position things and determine the optimal attachment points, since the advantage lies in their flexibility, allowing for easy bending, as I previously mentioned. And of course, you can affix them in locations where you couldn't suspend a typical solar panel, for instance. Also in the PR documents or on the advertising pages of Sendo, for instance, you can observe that it is possible to attach the item on top of a motorhome and thus easily bent or around a circular balcony and so forth. There are many possibilities. Of course, I have my solar power station on my garage, so I have to see if I can simply attach the things to the side. Because in theory, you already have all the shells here and you can simply be present in that location without any issues or complications. No clue. Use cable ties or something and secure the things excessively. That should be sufficient as they're not very heavy. Then I am finished for now. Prior to providing any further information about it, I need to thoroughly test things first. But the video was just for you to see what you get, what's included in the scope of delivery, and how light are the things really. For any other questions about Sendo solar panels, feel free to comment. Feel free to subscribe as more information will be available soon. Goodbye, have a nice day. Bye.